Yo, what's good? It's been on fire here, back from the video answer. I'm hopping into another college football 26 gameplay. Today we're going to be running the gun tight open formation on offense and defense. I'm going to be probably trying out a few different new things. Depending on what works better is probably the title that you'll see for the video. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel down below. Let me know what schemes you want to see next, what's popular, what's not. I want to work on probably an Oregon ebook soon, but other than that, I don't have necessarily any big plans. So definitely just let me know what you guys want to see. Now that was good run defense. We're going to be trying out this nickel 3-3 stack, and I'm going to be running a little cover 4 quarters. I heard that like pinching the D-line, slanting inside, which you do D-pad to the left, down on the left stick, D-pad to the left, down on the right stick. And then I'm going to blitz the player that's QB spied. We'll leave everything else the same, but I'm going to try that out, see how it is. So we'll blitz this player, and then I'll user this player usually. And that was my fault. That should have been my responsibility. But we'll see how the pressure works. Otherwise, we can get some decent coverage looks out of this. Now, this guy's probably going to be mixing between the run and the pass. Looks like we didn't do much there. But again, we'll kind of try and play around with it a little bit. Now, you can also use the safety in certain situations. But like here, got to use this player. That's a good read. And he does drop it. So we get the pretty good match coverage here. And the pressure's not really getting through, so we may try some other stuff. I mean, dude, he's getting a lot of time here. So we got to definitely go to a new approach, I think. He's going to hand it off, and we get kind of stuck there. We had a linebacker over there, but he looked like he took inside instead of outside. Now we're, again, just kind of feeling him out here, but what I've seen is a lot of drag, so what I'm going to start doing out of my cover 4 is just shading underneath. Force him back inside. Again, we'll probably try and go with like a bend but don't break look here. And again, we might switch out of this too. Let's go to this cover 6. So a lot of running the ball. Looks like he's going to keep actually a pretty balanced attack between the run and the pass. And this is kind of what I do when I try to find defenses, just like go to these different plays. Oh no. Juked me out. This QB is shifty. I would have got the pressure, but my stupid cornerback tackled the running back instead of actually just tackling the quarterback. So the blitz would have worked there, but then I got stuck on the D tackle and that went badly, but we're all good. Just got to make tackles here. We are using a lot of clock, which is honestly going to help us. If we can just get our drive working on that first drive, then, hey, he's going to need to get a stop at some point, because otherwise we will just go up a possession. Oh my gosh. We keep having people there, and he just keeps escaping by just a little bit. I'm just going to try and probably stack the box here. Perfect. Knew he was going to go to that play. I knew we had him manned up with the safety. He was just hoping that the safety played that right, and then we had the run defended well. And, hey, we get a 4th down here. See if we can pick up a stop. Would be pretty crucial. I don't know how that's open. Hard flat, we had a vert hook over there, and nobody's defending anybody. I don't know, that was a weird route. That's that like goal line play. It's actually a really good play. I'm expecting him to run the ball. We got to try and gap shoot. And nice tackle, D tackle. So his drive was pretty rough. He definitely got a little bit lucky there. I mean, 4th downs. We made him work for it, which is the most important thing. Now we get to go on offense. And again, I was playing around with defenses too, so I think we'll be okay. 13 plays, anytime you make them do that, it'll be a solid day. Now we'll be running, again, this tight open formation, which is pretty solid in my opinion. Tight open is usually one of the better schemes, and it's going to be fun with these custom stem corner routes. Now we're playing on the road, so the stupid stadium pulse is going to screw me every time. I don't know why I always play on the road, but it is in the Texas playbook. It's in like Texas A&M. It's in a lot of those good teams. Audibles I like are dig Z spot, inside zone, tight seams, bench return, other plays that are cool. Just the orbit mesh rail is actually kind of cool. Again, bench return, bench or mesh spot is good. There's a speed option. I don't like it. Slot post is okay. And yeah, so those are kind of the plays I like. But honestly, let's run this little weird orbit mesh play because orbit mesh rail, because sometimes the motion is kind of cool and it's a good stock play to run when there's stadium pulls. So obviously XA, but sometimes this weird little weird motion route can work. You just need a lot of time for it to work. No, pass interference on my own team. No, we still get 7 yards. We'll take that. I'm going to try to run the ball more than I usually do. Actually, let's run a screen. I normally, again, don't run the ball all that often. If you guys watch my videos, you definitely know that. But because we're dealing with some stadium pulse here, we probably will run the ball more than usual. How did neither linebacker get blocked there? Neither linebacker got blocked. What is my center doing? Okay. Why is the whole team cold? Well, I can't audible. I'm trying to put X on a choice route, but can't do anything. I cannot stand this game, dude. We're going to go to mesh spot because it has 2 drags and hope that we can get man coverage. And I can't block my running back. There we go. Thank God you catch it. And he's just, please keep blitzing me because you're going to give up an easy touchdown. And I'm already wear and tear. Awesome. I don't like complaining, but when crap like this happens, it's like so annoying. Like, why did that guy not catch it? But whatever. So let's just try and get into the actual offense. Let's go with tight seams. Let's run these custom stem little corner routes, which are so good. And let's go with a little post and drag. He's probably still blitzing because he's a freaking loser. But, I mean, look at that against man coverage. It is pretty solid to say the least. So if you're facing man, cover 4, cover 3, it is going to eat their lunch. And you need to keep getting these first downs so that the stadium pulse doesn't eat you alive. But honestly, it's better against press, I think, than off coverage. But I'm going to run the exact same thing if he's doing it. This, I don't think is man, but if it's like a cover 2, we should still be able to get over the top, potentially. I'm going to run the same play. No, he's pressing. He's freaking taking forever to throw the ball. I maybe had a Y, but he was breaking outside. I was a little worried because of the deep zone. And I got a bad animation there. I had a little bit more separation. I'm sure you guys could notice that, but it's okay. He's just going to blitz every time. Alright, just put X on a zig. This is the bench return play. Dude, I'm getting these inaccurate passes every time. Just going to try and run the ball. I don't like the defense he's in against the run. No, I didn't end up running the ball because I couldn't audible because of the stadium pull, so I just ran bench return again. I put X on a choice route. That's a good spacing concept. I prefer the dig Z spot because then you have B or circle wide receiver on the spot route as well, but just being able to put him there, it works. And again, zone. Those zones back off, especially if you have the corner out behind it, which we did. And you can just throw that underneath. So good drive. Now, he has 3 timeouts and a minute, which is an eternity in college football, so we're going to have to do our best here to try and hold him off. I'm okay giving up a field goal. I do not want to give up a touchdown. I heard there's some onside kick glitch too. Really hope no one I play figures that out, but let me know if you guys prefer the gameplays or the practice mode videos. I like doing the gameplays, but I will go back to the practice mode videos. Let's just go back to our bread and butter, cover 4 quarters out of this look. Now, against trips, I like using the strong safety. I'm going to hope we can get some pressure. We have good D linemen, but the pressure's been bad. Well, that didn't work well. He's getting so much time to pass. Meanwhile, I'm running the ball, I don't have a load mug, which kind of sucks, but we can try this. I don't like that, actually. He's getting so much freaking time to pass. I need to maybe start blitzing. Corner route, deep crosser. That should have been a pick, but of course it's an inaccurate pass and it's such an awful read. I think we finally got a little pressure there, maybe. This quarterback seems really good for Oklahoma. I didn't know they got a new guy, but he seems solid. Alright, that is perfect. Keep the clock moving. He's going to go hurry up. I'm going to run. Just the same defense. This is just cover 2 hard flat. I am pass committing to try and get some better block sheds because I haven't gotten much. Thank you, mid-read, and we got a 4th down. Decision time here. This could be big. If he comes out in 5 wide again, okay. I'm going to run punt safe man just to be safe here. I was going to say if he comes out in 5 wide, I'm just going to run cover 2, and then I'm going to put the mid-read manned up on that middle player because he's trying to hit him quickly, but he doesn't, and he's going to punt. That was a glitchy animation. I guess I should have just fair caught. Now, Arch being freaking injured is going to kind of suck this whole time, but this playbook is good. Texas, you get trips tight end as well if you wanted to audible around to that stuff. Let's go back to the tight seams, expecting him to maybe press here. Well, we do have the custom stem there. I'm not sure how many audibles I'm going to be able to get off. Be on a drag. This will work. So you see how Y's wide open, but there's a deep half over there, so I just cannot throw it. If it was cover 0, it would be easy pickings, but because it's that, I think we try to go the route of crossers. The thing that sucks is I just can't audible to crossers because I don't have them available. I'm going to try and put B on a crosser, and he's going on a drag, and he's going on a different route, and now he's on a crosser. That zig. This was zig Z spot. I'm just going to go out of bounds. Using the stock zig, all I did was put B on a crosser. I had a few man beaters, the dig, the zig route, that crossing route. So I wonder if like this fade out of slot post could maybe beat man coverage if it is. And I want to just put Y on a deep cross and see if that would work. Something like this. That's just too easy. Another 1st down. Those little quick stock speed out routes, they get open very effectively. Cover 3. I hope he runs cover 3 again because I will go back to this tight seams play, which is going to be your main kind of play you're building the offense around. This could be back to man though. Maybe just a regular streak here. Let's go drag, angle route behind it. Alright, I'll burn a timeout there. Just because you can't take them with you. I'm going to try and get it kind of, let's cover 4 quarters. If it's quarters again, I just want to go to the same thing, to be honest. and I probably will here. This could be a touchdown if Mosley's going to get a good release. Remember how he did on that quick play. Otherwise, I probably won't have much open. Oh. 38 is a long field goal. I guess I could make it. The Stadium Pulse is going to suck. I'd like to get a quick out route here, maybe. If I know I can get out of bounds, I'll throw it. Otherwise, we'll throw the ball away. I don't know how he's getting a free rusher every time. Looking for X here. Otherwise, I probably won't have much. That's perfect. Getting that close field goal range. And now we actually get to take 3 before half, and then we get the ball again coming out of half. So now being on this hash mark kind of sucks, but no Stadium Pulse there, and the kick is easily good. So actually a really good drive. We started back at like the 10-yard line, so going the distance, that is big time, and definitely will take that. So we played really good offense. You remember how I said I was going to run the ball a lot in the beginning of the game? Yeah, that stopped when my center blocked to nobody. But honestly, depending on the defense, I should be running the ball more. It's just not as fun to run the ball. This guy already took a big hit, so we're going to avoid taking another one. And Arch has been hurt, or like wear and tear this whole game, so that doesn't help to matters. But let's go back to this little orbit play. Let's try the whip flood one. And the only time you can really run it is first. Oh my god, Stadium Pulse is maxed out to start the half. That's awesome. So looking for B, X, RB potentially. The good thing is you don't have to really make any hot routes. If you are, you're not going to have enough time to do anything. Just going to fall down. Do not want to take a hit from his good linebacker. But zone there. Cover 3 match again. Probably going to run the ball here. See if we can pick up this first down. Just give us an easy first down. Probably should just be chewing clock. Now he's kind of stacking the box here. So let's just... Nope, I can't audible, so we're going to run the ball. That was terrible stick. I'm just going to run, no huddle, and do it again. It was wide open. This is why I don't... How did he not pick up the first down? You guys see why I don't run the ball. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go back to the dig Z spot. I liked that play. Probably should go back to the bench return as well. If there's no Stadium Pulse, I want audible to bench return here. Oh no, there is Stadium Pulse. Please audible, it worked. So I'm going to put X on a zig if it lets me, it did. And this is just a good stock play. This man coverage played really, really well. And normally the thought process that they have is, oh, it works well, I'm going to go back to it. This is where you just change your attack. Hopefully he runs man again, and we try and get this tight seams play working. I don't want the zig route. I want the corner route. God dang it. We got something. He was on a return. I think B was on like an out route. I'm going to try and go bench return again. X on a speed out. These routes have worked. Oh my god, I can't hot route. This is so stupid. This sucks. How do you play offense like this? I don't get it. Okay, he's on a speed out. Thank god. You see how easy it is when I can just hot route? Let's go back to the dig Z spot. I like this play. If he's sitting in man again, this zig should do good. Otherwise, we have like the little in route. Another first down. Try a little screen. I think my running back is gassed. He needs to come out. No, they took him out anyway. I was going to say, yeah, he's tired. Let's go to this RPO alert bubble. I don't like audibling from different formations, but let's do it here. Because he should be wide open, right? He should be. And we'll just take this to the end of the quarter. So very methodical. We'll be in complete control if we can just put up a touchdown here. But that's going to be tough. We can't audible. Been very efficient, though. I've been loving the way we've been protecting the ball. I haven't really put the ball in harm's way. Been trying to get the ball out of my hands as quickly as possible to avoid taking even more of those hits. So that's just kind of how you have to play when you're on the road, I think, really. But let's get back into our mojo here. I'm going to go back to the mesh spot. We haven't ran drag route concepts in a while, so I'm expecting him to not be ready for that. We've really been focusing outside of the numbers. Now this looks like a zone look. I'm going to go dig Z spot. Okay, we'll just run mesh spot because I can't freaking audible. He caught that. He didn't necessarily do us any favors, but I do kind of want to run the ball here. Let's try Z spot dig. A little bit of a different play. Maybe if I threw that a little bit earlier, it could have been slightly better, but I didn't want to risk throwing a pick. I want X on a quick out if I can. Nope. I get a return. Honestly, that's kind of fine. I would like to block my running back. Thank you. So we're looking for B or X here. Perfect. Return route, and we're down to the 2-yard line. Mesh spotted, I think it's a good play to run here. Honestly, with my clock management, we're going to take this to the 2-minute warning. So we will just sit here a little bit. Thankfully, I called that play quick enough. I really should have been paying attention more throughout this. We could have easily been inside the 2-minute warning if I had really been doing this smartly and paying attention and not talking through everything I was doing. But hey, this is perfect. And hey, we get a... I might go back to the little choice spot route concept. I don't know if he's going to run man or zone. That's the real question. Because the choice route would work well, but I mean, he's been running so much man. I might just run the ball, probably. Take some time off the clock, make him burn a timeout. We're at the 2-yard line. It's probably just the smart thing to do. Now he's in like a heavy set, but honestly, this sometimes works better to run the ball against. So I'll take my touchdown to go up those 2 possessions. And again, we get way better blocks against that heavier defensive look than we do the normal ones. Welcome to this game. So we have not been efficient running the ball, but we've had timely runs. I cannot believe he didn't pick up that first down on the 3rd and 1. Handoff, that was crazy. It definitely looked like he was across the line. But that's neither here nor there. We get to 13 play drive of our own, so we replicate what he's done. And again, we did get that huge stop before the half, and if we remember correctly, Tampa 2 was the defense that he kind of was struggling with. So I think that's what we go back to. I'm not going to go hard flats. I'm just going to focus on playing over the top. I may even move these guys a little bit deeper, but he hasn't really attacked the sideline. Again, if you remember, he's been focusing on the middle of the field. So let's move these hooks up to like a 15-yard depth. And let's just get these guys to pin their ears back and try and get some stops for us. I'm going to take the middle of the field, but watching crosser, and again, coverage is good. I'm okay if he wants to hit that late check down, then he can, which was that in route, but finally we get some pressure. He might have had that backside post, but again, we are perfectly okay if we want to hit that drag, because that stadium pulse is going to keep going. So let's just put this guy in the middle third here. I don't want to risk it. Maybe if he saw that post, he would recognize that it was open. We got to watch corner out on the left side here as well, but crosser is fine. That's okay. Again, inbounds, the clock's going to move once that ball is set. And again, he doesn't have much time to hot route around. We'll give up the tight end if he wants it. He was throwing an interception to whoever he was throwing to. Specifically, that corner out was going to be a pick. Now that we've ran a lot of cover 2, let's mix it up with a cover 4 quarters look. I don't like pressing those outside guys, but... boom, keep him in. Probably should take a timeout there. He's not going to. Let's go back to Tampa 2. And out routes. It's going back to the same play, and we were not ready for it, but again, it wouldn't have been a big gain. And I want to pressure him here, so let's just press. And it works perfectly. You had to get rid of the ball, not as much separation. And that is really going to wrap up the game. He's just going to quit out of here. So if you guys did enjoy, you want more of these gameplays, hit that like, subscribe to the channel down below. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and peace. I'm out.